All right, so I wanted to make this video last night, but for the sake of everything that was going on, and plus I was tired, I did not come and talk about this. This is not like a word that I normally give. This is more so a conversation and an update on what's going on and how close of times we are. Although I don't know the exact date, but I do believe it's sooner than later. Very soon. More, I believe it's sooner than what many think. And from what I'm gonna tell you, you will see why I believe what I believe. Amen. Yeah. So, all right. So I went to the store yesterday and the day before, right? 2 days in a row. And we went to two different stores. Y'all, it's so crazy. Outside it's not even funny. And one of the things me and my tribe members, me and one of my tribe members was talking about is that it's so bad outside that we don't even go outside, and it's not by choice. When she said that, I knew it was real. Like, I mean, like, we already go through what we go through, so I'm experiencing, life for myself. And God, I hear from God all the things that God has given us. It's mind-blowing. It's crazy, right? But to have gone through the 2 days, going to the two different stores that we experienced, and just the things that we've been seeing on TV and just all the things, right? And to hear one of my tribe members say, at the end last night after the second story, after I said what I said, and I was like, wow, I was shocked, y'all. Like, it's crazy, like, to experience life right now and your eyes is wide awake, you're sober, you are spirit led, you feel of the Holy Ghost, you completely set apart and not of this world, right? You can see clearly. To be in my shoes, to be in our shoes is crazy. But when she said what she said, that how it's so bad that we don't even do nothing. We don't even go outside like that. Now we just go outside maybe to get some fresh air, or to to do what we got to do, to survive. Apart from that, we don't really go outside. But to hear her say that, I don't know, even though we know all that we know, I know all that I know, but to hear that it was a whole nother ball game for me. I don't know. I can't really explain it. Like, to hear somebody else, it's just crazy. Anyway, so I just want to talk about the two experience that we had at the store, and whatever else that comes to my mind, but that's my focus. But yeah, y'all, it's crazy. Y'all. It's at an all time high. Like, I've never, like, y'all, it's wild out here. I don't know why I don't see people talking about it. I mean, I'm not really connected to other platforms other than the platforms that I post on. So I don't be seeing what everybody's saying and stuff, but I would tell you this, for the last 2 days, I've been watching YouTube videos of other people making videos of people that, on like other platforms like Instagram and TikTok, and they're talking about every life level or lively level, as far as working, corporate jobs, medical field, oh, and education. Thank you, Holy Ghost. uh the bills, people that make six figures or used to make six figures, and people just making, mediocre, like mid level income, and just those that, it's just bad, y'all. Like, it's numerous of people covering all our livelihood aspects, and it's bad, y'all. They talking about how everybody's struggling. Two, it was one family that was Both of them they used to make six figures, the husband and the wife. They, they did everything right, and or according to the system and stuff, and then they still struggling. Like, it's just all bad. But from livelihood to livelihood, education, nurse, working, what else, to the food, what's going on in the food, just just everything, y'all. It's nothing that's not known. You know, everything is revealed and exposed, and people are complaining, people are talking about these things. um the people are speaking, the news and stuff, they saying one thing, but when you go to people's, I'm talking about all national, all walks of life, right? Young and old, people are stressed out, people are confused, people don't know, and that's why I said what I said on my post yesterday about, like, those that didn't do what they're supposed to do with the Lord, like, take their walk with the Lord seriously, their assignment to life, because that's the problem. Like, we were brainwashed into, how life is supposed to be, and so many of us was consumed with that we negated, our God-given, purpose and the reasons of us being here. Like, it's not how we think life is, about whatever God planned for us specifically, of who we are, every covering everything, who we are, the path that we have, and so forth, like the everything, we're one body but many members. And so that's why I said what I said. I'm like, it's exposed, who have faith and who don't, and who's prepared and who's not for God's second coming, because that's really what it is. But I've been watching that for the last 2 days. But apart from that, we prophesied these things that it would happen, me and my tribe members. But going to the first story, I won't name the stories, right? But it's bad, y'all. So the first story that we went to, it's like, dude, it's because y'all gotta understand, a lot of stuff has already happened, and we looking for it to be physical. We, like with the World War III, y'all, the apocalypse and the war and all the things that the Bible talk about, a lot of that has already taken place. So that's why it's so chaotic and stuff like that. Like, when my kids reminded me of my dream, I forgot about the dream where it was with Macy's, it was with America, it was with that big beast coming through the TV, and he came out and he touched my stomach. He said what he said, and he left out into the world. Right? They reminded me of that dream. Look, I dream every day, numerous of dreams. I don't be remembering all my dreams, right? They reminded me of that dream yesterday. I was like, oh yeah. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know where we are. All I know is where a lot of stuff has already been fulfilled. We're at the times where any day now the Lord can come, because all the things has been, many things, I ain't gonna say all, many things has been fulfilled already. God ain't waiting for people to get saved no more. We past that. That's why I said what I said also on Facebook. We're past that. That it's already decided. It's already decided. Even before we started, God already knew. But we're at that door is closed. We're not waiting for people to, that's not what we're waiting on. But going back to the story experience, dude, it was, it's already been bad, but never like this. We in the store, it's so many agents spiritually. I'm talking about, like, you got government, you got demons, devil, all kind of, it's bad. And the store that we were in, it it was busy. We never seen it like that before. Like, it was busy, and it was just, I just can't really explain it, but it was bad, y'all. Like, I'm talking about eyes all on us, like, because it's already determined, we already marked. It's already clear in the spirit, right? We can see who's who, they can see who's who, right? And most of the people in that store, it probably was like one or two, three decent people. Everybody else is something going on, whether they're an agent, I'm talking about demon possessed, or just an evil government worker, or it's because you got to understand, it ain't about government, it's not about race, it's spiritual. It's a fight between good and evil. So they can't do nothing to us. They can, they've already touched everything, right? Everything is touched. The food, look it up on TikTok and Instagram. People ain't just saying all of this stuff for nothing. Like, if you search and look into this stuff, it won't take it. It shouldn't be hard, right? Because it's everywhere. Everything is touched. All of our products are touched. All of our foods and vegetables, everything is touched. And they wonder why that we're not stopped. They doing stuff through the sun. They're y'all, every day, right? This wasn't like this, right? I've been living in this city for almost 2 years. No, it's been a year. I've been almost March next year will be 2 years of me being back in Cali. So I've been living in this city for a little over a year, right? I've never heard planes going by, not airplanes like flights. No, I'm talking about like I don't know, the other type of planes that, just the more personal, or, not the public ones, right? The other ones, right? And I've never heard so many planes. Because we the target. They know who we are, right? So I hear at least 5 planes going by low enough for us to hear a day. And they're spraying stuff. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. Y'all, the sun, it's not the sun. It's stuff to cause us to be bound, and just it's just to get us sick. It's crazy to affect us in every way, right? But the food, everything is touched. Y'all, I don't know anything that we buy on a daily basis in the store that's not touched. I think the safest thing to do is buy stuff online. We have a better chance than to go into the stores, because it's corrupted completely, completely corrupted. Now let me tell you about last night. This was the worst for me. My one of my tribe members said the first store was the worst for her. For me, it was the second store. The second store, it was more spiritual warfare. So you can tell that it's principalities in there, and unclean spirits in this store, and just and then we noticed it was different types of people, right? It was more white people in the other store, and just it's just so weird. I wish y'all could just see what we experienced. Is crazy. But the other store was more Hispanics and blacks, right? It's unclean spirits in there. It just really, like, and for me, like, it was like as if, this is how I explained it to one of my tribe members. Like, how you go to a amusement park, and maybe they got a laser tag area where it's like a secluded, like, you go in there, you get an experience, and you come out. When we went in this store, I immediately felt my left foot hurting. It just started hurting out of nowhere, like a pain, like somebody was squeezing my feet. And I'm like, and I had to like realize I had to walk down the aisle, and I was like, my feet, I don't have pains, nor did my feet hurt prior to me going in there, right? Then it felt like, they was like spiritually weighing in on us. Like, I felt suffocated. I felt just how was that saying? I felt paranoid. I felt it was just like a whole experience where it was like, say if you're going into a haunted house, and not apart, but above just the, you know, the normal experience you get. But say if it was forces, touching you and doing little things, and to the point where I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but just know it was really bad, to where I couldn't wait to get up out of there. It was crazy. Like, and when I came out, my neck was hurting. My One of my tribe members, her side was hurting. We felt like it was like a warfare experience going in there and coming out. Like, I'm talking about uh in a suffocating way. That's the best way I can explain it. I know it don't sound like I'm saying much, but y'all, it was crazy, to where I wanted to come on here and update y'all. And my conclusion is that the Lord is going to come back any day now. We won't be going through this, y'all, another year. I'd be surprised if we go through this another 6 months. The Lord will be back any day now. This is not a game. The Lord won't continue to allow us to go through this. He won't. I told the Lord, I said, and I still got to talk to him about this, because I didn't really talk to him how I wanted to. It was more so talk to my tribe members, and in that way, it wasn't really like I was praying to the Lord. But I told the Lord yesterday, I said, I don't want to even go to another store. Like, what are we going to do? It is so bad. And I know somebody might say, okay, but we the light of the world and so forth, and we got the power over the power, and we could cast out demons and so forth. Y'all, all of that is past. Yeah, we the light of the world, but that's non-irrelevant, or that's irrelevant. Y'all don't understand how this thing goes. We're past a lot of stuff. So recruiting and doing like our assignments is over. All of that is a wrap. Now we're just simply waiting on God to do whatever the little finishing touches that he's doing. That's all we're waiting on. Nobody is really operating like that for real. That's why when I see my husband preaching and stuff, it's crazy. And then just like the things he's preaching about is still money. It's y'all, people preaching in vain. This ain't the time to preach no more. People preaching for selfish reasons, for money grab. But my husband, I already know what it is. I'm not even gonna say it. He know what it is. I know what it is, right? But that situation is how you say, publicity. Like, yeah, it's a stunt, y'all. A lot of, like, the situation with these artists that we see, it's a very known artist and stuff. And I shared her, y'all just gotta pay attention, y'all. People, the bridges have fallen. People is struggling. People that was once making money on top, they not doing well no more. I told you, Fat Man Buddha is destroyed, y'all. And these are the idols that they worship to get what they wanted in the lifestyle, and to make up the lifestyles that they had. That stuff is gone. All the bridges have fallen. And so that's why people struggling, people getting laid off, people is struggling to make ends meet. Those that got degrees, that had good jobs, all the things, is because all the bridges have fallen down. The corporations that they was working for, it was demonic, and anything that's not founded on the Lord has crumbled, y'all. It's crumbling. It has crumbled. It has fallen. Babylon has fallen. It is being destroyed as we speak. But until the Lord comes back, y'all, it is and it's going to be haywire. I ain't heard nobody else talk about this. No other prophetic voice. I don't even listen to nobody. I don't even listen to my husband no more. It's all bad in the sense of listening to him. But I know what it is. The Lord reminded me yesterday of what it really is, of something God already told me that I be forgetting because of my eyes and what I, the physicality. But it's not, this thing is not physical, it's spiritual. That's why y'all can go into stores and stuff like that and shop and not really, y'all probably sense certain things, or you probably don't. It's because y'all not spiritual, y'all not prepared, y'all failed to do y'all God-given due diligence and responsibilities as a person, as a child of God. It's crazy. But y'all, it's crazy out here. I don't even want to go shopping no more. I don't, it's bad. It's bad. And I wish I was in the position to have grown my food and all of that. But God knows best. That wasn't in the cards for me. And if that was the case, I probably wouldn't be making this video right now, letting y'all know my experience due to me going out. Like for the last past at least 5 years, I've been wanting, me and my tribe, we've been wanting to do everything for ourselves. Like, our products, the things that we wash ourselves up with, the lotion, or the cream, the body cream, the toothpaste, just all the things. Food, we wanted to do. I'm the type of person, I want to do all that stuff on my own. But for whatever reason, that wasn't in the cards for me. And I can see why, because I'm out here in these streets, right? I'm on the field, and I can be a voice to you all, or I can release the things that I'm saying and let y'all know. But yeah, it's bad out here. And it's bad, y'all. It's because the Lord is coming. The Lord is coming. That's why it's so bad. Y'all, all these things is happening. Remember all the things that I prophesied, or remember a few things. You can see those things happening on today. That's how you can identify a real prophet. Look at the stuff that I talk about. Why would I waste my time? I've been exposing for as long as I can remember of what's going on, and revealing, both exposing and also revealing what that says the Lord. This is not a game. The Lord is coming. So you better be ready, because it's not a game, y'all. And be safe, be prayed up. Take your, Jesus, just be safe. You get what I'm saying? In the sense of, the Lord protects us, but at the same time, we have to have wisdom. We have to know, number two, we have to know, number one, we're protected, right? So we have to know the truth. So when we experiencing these things, we got to know we have the power over the power. We got to know that God's angels are with us. And then that was like with the first story, what we was experiencing, right? The Lord had to remind me, right? Or he didn't have to remind me, but I'm glad he did. The name of my angel was reminded to me, and I was like, I knew like what it was. I'm like, okay, we protected. Okay, but think of if we go through what we go through, and we're not thinking of that we're protected, or we're not having the truth in our minds, right? And we're not believing the right things, or we're not handling the things the right way. See, that's our responsibilities. That's our responsibility. So what I'm saying is that be prepared every day. Like, if you, no matter what you're going through, you have to know that God is in control. Like one of the people that I saw that lived high and mighty. She was like, God keep pushing me down, and it's like he, like, I forgot what she said, but she was saying like she acknowledged that it was God, taking things out of her life and shifting her and so forth. But for her, it was negatively. She not looking at it as God is leading her and correcting her. So what I'm saying is that you got to know the truth. So whether you getting laid off, or you getting evicted, or let God lead you. He leading you into all truth, because these things ain't happening to everybody in this way. God is not correcting everybody, right? There's some people that They're this is everybody across the board, because you got to understand the people that made money off of us. That's the elites, the heads, and all of that organization, within the kingdom of darkness. Babylon has fallen, right? So they're affected, but nevertheless, they still good, right? And God is not chastising them or leading them, not chastising them, but leading them and correcting them. God is not doing that with them. But for us, those that are being affected, and also depending on our response, reveals God's love for us, and God is being with us, right? So when I say every day, be prepared, that this is the mind you have to. And if you don't have that mindset by now, then I'm afraid most likely you ain't a part. So I mean, it is what it is. I didn't come on here to do all of that, or to convince, or like to preach in that way. I just wanted to like reveal for real what's going on. Like, it's crazy, y'all. It's them 2 days was, yesterday and the day before, was crazy. Like, I was like, I don't wanna go shopping no more, for real. It takes a lot. It's tough. It's mind blowing, just seeing what we see and knowing what we know. It's crazy, crazy. It's just complete exposures of the. It's complete exposure of the times. That's what it is. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.